Hello everybody, how are you all doing? I hope you're having a lovely time. We're back with some more Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. My microphone was all the way up. Yeah, we're back with some more Sherlock Holmes The Awakened today. We've been having a really great time with this little puzzle mystery situation. And yeah, we've started to get into the creepy bits. This is supposed to be like a Lovecraftian slash Sherlock type situation. I'm pretty sure. I haven't actually rechecked that since I've been saying that for the last 2 weeks, but I'm pretty sure that's what's supposed to be happening. And I'm pretty sure we've seen some lovely Cthulhu imagery throughout the last chapter. So yeah, we're jumping back in. I think we're at the start of chapter 3 right now. We have split. Sherlock and Watson have gone their separate ways. And currently we are Dr. Watson heading to a mental hospital facility somewhere in Switzerland. So I'm betting it's going to get even creepier from this point onwards. I've just been sitting here reading some of these tips. They're very handy. Press L1 to highlight interactions near you. Very helpful, thank you. Probably would have forgotten that. Let's go, shall we? And let's start straight up by looking at what we've got. There's like 4 things over there to interact with. Let's see what this is first. Some sort of newspaper. A visitor from space. Glowing meteor lands in Arkham. Interesting. I don't know if that's like a reference to something. I don't know. The only Arkham I know is Batman stuff.
Salutations, madam. I am Dr. John
Salutations,
Watson. I was
madam.
wondering if you've got word of my visit.
Yeah, Dr. Watson. We received your letter on the matter. Would it be to see Professor Gygax?
Yes. I mean both.
At their earliest convenience.
But yes.
I shall try not to take up too much of their valuable time.
Wait here, bitte.
Bitte?
And Mrs. Bronson, your girl has made remarkable progress. See? Take a look for yourself.
Oh dear.
My apologies for keeping you
Ah.
waiting, Dr. Watson.
Hello.
Surely you understand how medical work can make one lose track of time.
Do not be sorry, Professor. I too know the importance of closely attending to patients.
The work hardly stops here, yet the satisfaction of perfecting the mind compels us to persevere.
I should
I
hope
take
that
it you
medical
welcome
work
your soul into your
doesn't really stop anywhere.
Admissions, yes.
It'd be nice if it did.
I am curious as to what brought you to the Schwarzes Edelweiss.
Word of mouth.
That's right, it was like the
An article
Black
I read back
Edelweiss
in
or
London
something.
spoke highly of your institution. But rather than taking its word for it, I
Just
thought
reminds
I
me of the
would
Black
see
Dahlia.
things for myself.
My asylum's reputation precedes it then.
You know you're in a dodgy place when they call it an asylum.
Day. Yes. Hi. Hello. The name's Amos Colby, Northwood Detective Agency, Boston.
Isn't that who I
got
thought the dead guy
questions
was?
that need answers. Who's in charge here?
What seems to be the matter, Dr. Watson? You can tell me.
I feel like I,
It cannot be him.
yeah. We're gonna lie.
Right. Yes.
If it's
I
not
was surprised because
him,
that man is
it's
a
hopefully
celebrity.
someone working
Yes, that's
with
it.
him.
Very famous, Mr. Colby. I couldn't believe my eyes.
No. In my line of work, it can't wait. The
Hmm.
longer
If you
get
wish
to
to
the
recuperate,
truth, the
Dr.
more
Watson, you
No
may
idea
take
if that was a
yourself
good
to
decision.
room.
But I have so much more to discuss.
Nurse, if you'd be so kind as to escort Dr. Watson
Oh,
to
no.
the guest room.
Sounds like I'm being admitted.
How unexpected. I am Professor Gygax. I would be happy
Oh,
to
no.
answer your questions in the examination.
This guy seems even more like he's being admitted.
Unless you got any clues as to the whereabouts of...
There is no need to be alarmed. No one gets neglected in
Well, that was mighty suspicious. Once again, everything in this game is suspicious. You'll be hearing the word suspicious a lot around here.
Now, Let's not resort to brute force.
Do not worry, Herr Colby. My methods are rather more delicate.
Oh dear. She's drugging him. Excellent. I don't know how that went into him, but okay, if you say so.
Then take him to the holding chamber. I need to decide precisely what to do with our guest.
Oh dear. Sorry, maybe Amos. I don't know if you're real Amos or fake it. Wait, I am? Oh, this is Sherlock. Gotcha. I don't know if I was supposed to have actually realized that immediately. My bad. Alright. Anyway. Investigating the Edelweiss, a simple case of missing servant has become a full investigation into mass kidnappings. Trail of dirty summers and the abductees leads to the Black Edelweiss Institute, which specializes in mental illnesses and addictions. Established in 1789 by Professor Kettler, it is now headed by Professor Gygax. Alright, we don't even have any questions yet. We're questionless. Something macabre is going on in this asylum, and every little detail will help in understanding it. And Dr. Watson managed to get into the asylum and is staying in one of the rooms on the ground floor. He even tried to play along with the fake Amos Colby, but clearly performance is not his strong suit. So yeah, I've just pinned the main little piece of information we've got here.
The unmistakable scent of alchemy.
And we're gonna start exploring, I guess.
Their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
Good question. I'm guessing this is going to be locked, but I've got those fancy lockpick skills. Now that I moderately know what I'm doing with lockpicking, let's give this a go. So, feel like sort of like there, and then like there maybe. Oh, nailed the first two, excellent. And then it's basically the same thing next. And then like a 1. Perhaps. Ooh, not quite. 1 too many on the second last one. This one here. Bring that down a little bit. There we go. Beautifully done. The controls on that are a bit weird.
Not the typical tool for a nurse.
It is a pretty typical tool for an orderly though, I think. Holding chamber. Okay, makes sense. Ooh, investigation scene found. Surprisingly easy. Examination room. Oh, okay, that goes up there. I feel like I should go to cell block A or whatever it was first. Sorry, not cell block. This isn't prison. Definitely not prison. I guess, yeah, try to come this way and have a look around, because apparently I discovered a crime scene. Supposedly. Hans Winkler. Can I go in? No? Alright, you're on your own there. Hans. However you pronounce that. Alright. What can we look at in the apothecary?
Raw materials used to formulate medicine.
So far, nothing particularly suspicious. It's just drugs.
Any chemist would envy the quality of this equipment.
Which, you know, they would have in a mental hospital.
The final product, ready to cure madness, or to push one deeper into its grasp. With this equipment, they can create any type of medication.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Well, what is this?
Very sturdy.
Syringe.
I might borrow it.
Okay, apparently I'm taking myself some syringes. Not mad about it. Sure they can come in handy. Oh, is this a person?
Someone there?
That's awkward. Obstructed access to block B. Okay. I had to figure out how to get through there. Lionel Reichart.
You there.
Ooh, hello.
I command you to free me at once.
I'm not sure that's a great idea at the moment.
How dare you deny me? I must have my revenge against the lickspittles upstairs.
Lickspittles.
Fortunately for you, I'm here to stop the very same people.
You are.
Indeed. But first, I must discover all I can about this institution. Tell me, have you witnessed the arrival of any foreign patients?
Tell me. The goal. The impertinence to bark such orders.
You're the one locked up in a cell.
time for this.
Sorry, not a
Do you know
cell.
with whom you speak?
Not
I am the great
prison.
Napoleon.
Yeah, right. Right, of course you are. My bad.
Napoleon Bonaparte?
The one and only.
Obviously.
Emperor of the French, first consul of the Republic. Leader of
How
my
did
own
you not
army.
know that,
Once
Sherlock?
am
I
free
thought
and
you
have
were
exacted my revenge
supposed to be
against the guards who
smart.
ridicule me. I shall rest happy in the arms of my beloved Josephine.
Right. Well, I will leave you to your scheming, Emperor.
I wonder if I should change out of these
I
clothes.
command you to let me out.
What did that just pop up with? The route to Block B is obstructed by a guard, but there must be a way to slip past him without being caught. A couple of unused syringes. Patient in Block A. He wants nothing more than to seek revenge against the guards upstairs who imprisoned him. Okay. How to safely remove the Block B guard. Alright. I'm gonna look around some more before we try to solve that, because I don't think we have the information to solve that.
I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
Felicia Hung. What a lovely song you're singing there, Felicia. Storage room. Ooh, can I get in here, please? Please and thank you. Alright, so we got like 1, 3, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if that's correct. 3, 2, 3. 1, 3. Oh, did I do this wrong? Was it 2, 3, 4? Let's see. Nailed it. Absolute genius right here. Ooh, what is this? Somebody's
This is an
certificate?
appreciation from the municipal councillor to Professor Becker for contributions to the development of medicine in Interlaken.
This is some weird echoey voices going on there. What else can we look at? The box of
A
tools?
simple toolbox, yet capable of repairing anything.
Doesn't seem all that suspicious, I'll be honest. I know most things in this game are in fact suspicious. But that one didn't seem very suspicious. It's just a box of tools in a storage room. What is this?
Looks like it's still operational.
Is this a dumbwaiter?
Cooking grease. Is this the kitchen dumbwaiter?
Apparently.
This photo was damaged, seemingly by oil.
Okay, that's weird. Whoops. And every time I forget to fully look at these
Make up
things.
names listed here.
Alright, got some names. Excellent. Can I pull the pulley? No.
Speech and the Cerebellum by S.A. Becker. A painting in a mental institution. Vogel would be delighted.
Everybody needs
John Sumner,
art,
the
you
Tulpa
know?
Phenomenon. I'm somewhat of an expert already. R.G. Hill, Dr. Connolly.
Ooh, found
Yes, all
memories.
the psychiatric classics were banished here.
What's that? Find the book about tulpas, apparently. Lovely. Ah. Knock over that globe. Don't want to do that. Alright, here we go. What's this one got? Anything useful? A note from Professor Becker. Professor Gygax, I have suffered serious chemical burns upon my hand, the consequence of your inexcusable actions. My session with Gerda ended before it even began. Poor thing was so terrified she refused to talk and started to destroy everything in the room rather than let me approach her. What you did to Gerda will not and cannot happen again. Let it be known that I consider your methods a barbaric malpractice. If, as you so boldly claim, you wish to be the future of my facility, you must embody my high standards. Do not disappoint me again. Prof. Becker, Director of Black Edelweiss. Well, seems like something dodgy may have happened to get Gygax in charge then.
Tubes of varying diameters. Interesting.
Because they don't seem to have changed their ways, I'll be honest. Alright, haven't really found anything to distract this person blocking my way to cell B just yet. I mean, I do have some syringes. Maybe I could just stab them. That'd be fun. Let's see what's up here. Was this to the examination rooms, I think? There are people in here? No. Excellent. Yes, I do wonder if perhaps I should change my outfit so that I don't look like what I looked like when I came in. You know? Can't change her clothes here. Okay. You know, it was worth checking. Okay, another... Oh, nope.
No way I can get past
A guard.
being noticed.
Thought it was just locked for a second. I can deal with that.
There's the guest room.
Ooh.
I wonder if Watson was able to speak to Gygax.
I'm sorry, where's the guest room? Which of those is the guest room? I don't know which one of those is the guest room and how I'm supposed to know that. But apparently there's the guest room. I don't think it particularly matters.
I'd rather not sit in this chair ever again.
That sounds like a good plan.
This sedative worked faster than I expected. Perhaps I ought to train myself. Build up a tolerance.
I mean, that sounds like a great idea, but maybe don't just, like, start right now. Because you might just completely knock yourself out again immediately. You probably don't want to do that. What are all these pictures? Creepy. Is there anything up here for me to look at? I don't think so. I think we've just got this one other door, which apparently potentially leads to reception.
I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway.
Okay. So, I think that's everything in this room, unless I'm missing something. But I think we're done up here, so we're gonna have to start trying to figure out what to do with this guard. I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we've got a fair bit of little evidence-y parts around, so let's see what we can... Ooh, it's 3 blue ones. I guess syringes. I mean, bottle of sedative. And obstructed access to block B. Okay, it wasn't obstructed access to block B because that is what we're already trying to solve. So we'll go with metatubes. Excellent. Use a handmade blowpipe. Excellent. Could be possible to sedate the guard from a distance using a handmade blowpipe. Perhaps one of the tubes from the storage unit could suit. Sounds like a fun idea. Let's go for it. Let's go back down here and get ourselves a metal tube. I did need to go upstairs. I was just wondering if I'd actually needed to go up there, but I did because that's where I got the sedative from.
This should suffice.
Okay, so... Ooh, investigation scene completed. Excellent. So it had a new little symbol that I haven't seen before. This constructory thing. The blowpipe is now ready to use. Oh, I don't actually have to constructor it. Let me... There's my how to play. Find a use for the item. Okay. But it says it's ready, so I guess I've already done what I needed to. I was hoping I had to, like, make it myself. Like, put it together somehow. Whoops. Right in the butt.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh dear. Okay. What was I supposed to do? Count that as a death, I guess. I did set up my on-screen death counter as well. Although StreamerBot was asleep for quite a while at the start there. L to rotate and R2 to shoot. Oh, I have to shoot him right there. Seemed like more like it worked. Excellent. It was a nice fall. Can I take my syringe back? Sounded like I took my syringe back. Oh, I'm in the nurse's disguise now. Excellent. Alright, what's going on here? More sedative? So much sedative? It's a lot of sedative, if that's what this is. This might be something different.
Substance that we found in London.
Ooh, interesting. The blot thickens. There's a lot of it too. What else can we look at? Oh, there's something down the side here. Surely that's what I have to look at. A letter. Letter to Mr. Schnitzer. Schnitzer, I hasten to assure you that your son is in good hands and that his unexpected development of a psychological disorder can be remedied at our facility. I am sure you are as concerned about your son's well-being as I am, and I am confident our combined efforts will lead to a speedy recovery. The housing of our pharmaceuticals in your warehouse is an important part of this process. If you succeed at drawing officials' attention away from this precious cargo, there will be nothing to stop me from returning your son to you safe, sound, and free of this unfortunate illness. Yours sincerely, Professor Gygax. So she's blackmailing this guy to store their drugs in his warehouse by holding his son captive. That's unfortunate. This is rather unfortunate. Alright, let's start looking at people. Well, why do you look like a shadow? It's really weird. I guess it's just the lighting, but it looks really weird. My point stands. I probably don't want to go this way with other nurses, even though I'm in a nurse's outfit. Still not actually a nurse here, so, you know. Don't really want to end up in any sort of questioning scenario. Man, there are a lot of nurses around here. None in this section, for whatever reason. There's not a single nurse in this one section. And then there's like 6 either side.
Go,
ah!
or I will tear your lips
Jesus.
from your skull with my fingernails.
Miss,
I'll gouge your eyes out and cut off your hands, just like you did to Heidi.
Oh
I
my.
am quite certain you would, but I'm afraid you have me mistaken for someone else. So, I take it your name is Gerda? Who is Heidi?
You talk strange. You're going to Hell's Door, aren't you? To where those other funny talkers finally shut up?
Hell's Door? To what do you refer?
Only
The other
Heidi
funny
knows.
talkers, the other British
Go
people.
away, pig.
I merely...
I said go, or you will spend your last moments on Earth screaming. This door won't stop me.
And I believe it. Alright, so that's Gerda. I wonder if Heidi is potentially just another part of Gerda. Oh, I found an investigation scene. I'm betting it's through the door. This is just a bit of a slow reaction. What happens if I come and try to talk to you again?
They took you away, and I'll never forgive them.
Okay. Let's go into the super creepy hallway with what seems to be some form of gas. Don't necessarily think it's a bad gas. So that's the laundry. And that is a more restricted area. That sounds promising. Let's go into the laundry first. Cool, a creepy doll.
So you're Heidi.
Ah,
Didn't
this is
realize
a
I was on
doll.
haunted doll watch.
Gotcha.
Good lord, how unsettling. The damage seems intentional.
Yeah, sounds about right. Is that like a frozen tub of water? I don't think it is. I think it's just the water movement looking weird.
Fabric burnt in the furnace.
Interesting. Why are you burning clothes? What are you trying to hide?
A jalabia, a traditional garment from northern Africa.
Mighty suspicious.
Garments of several dozen people at least.
Alright, is that everything in here? Does seem to be. Alright, let's go back to, what was her name? Gerda. Give her her doll. I found Heidi.
I have found your...
I don't know if you want her back the way she is currently, but
Poor girl.
here she is.
Shh. It's all right now. Everything will be all right.
Please, Gerda, now I have found Heidi, I need some help from you in return.
Shh, Heidi. We should thank the man, don't you think?
Yes, I do think. I kind of want to do the yellow ones last. Do you know Professor
Have you ever
Becker?
met Professor Becker?
I remember him. He was in charge here before that witch Gygax. But I haven't heard his voice for a long time.
I haven't heard his voice.
He was nice.
So weird. Why are you here?
End up in Block B.
I mean,
Nurses
that
say I'm
seems pretty
prone to
obvious.
violent outbursts, but they're wrong. I just do what Heidi tells me.
Yeah, good choice. What do you know about
Professor
Gygax?
seems to rule this facility with an iron fist. Do you know anything about her?
She's sick. She did nasty things to us. Separated me and Heidi just for fun. Before she got here, this place was alright.
Did it still have like cell doors on the doors? Because that doesn't make it alright. What happened to the foreign
Tell me all
patients?
you know about those funny talking people.
We'd hear their screams. The guards would take them down the corridor behind you and they'd disappear. And the screams would stop.
Excellent.
I shall
Thank you.
leave you two to get reacquainted.
Very helpful. Alright, let's go further down the hallway. Into the restricted section. Okay. Got some cells kind of things. Really terrible looking places. Alright, medical evaluations. N4. Young adult, male, Dutch. A weak-minded subject eager to follow orders for perceived rewards. Strong build, dosed with 0.4. Adult, male, Romanian. The subject remained violent, requiring the need for traditional sedatives. Once calm, the dosage for the subject was minimal, 0.2. N6. Young adult, male, nationality, Ainu. Diagnosis, language incomprehensible. Subject is thus assumed mad. Subject possesses a lighter, more agile frame, and as such, a smaller dosage was required, 0.2. So if you can't understand what they're saying, you're just going to assume that they're mad. Love it. Young adult, male, Maori. That's where we started on this quest. For this guy right here, I assume. Language incomprehensible. Subject is thus assumed mad. Its subject was large and required an above average dosage, 0.8. All subjects in good condition showing signs of obedience regardless of race or native language. They must move on for further testing. So I'm guessing, what have we got? Was Romanian the guard of a princess who came to visit, potentially? And then Ainu is probably Ainu, I'm not sure how you pronounce that nationality. That is probably the like Nepalese guy, potentially. I don't know.
So this is how they kept the prisoners docile and harmless.
But I'm pretty confident that the New Zealander guy is our New Zealand servant who is actually more of a slave to a horrible man. Something sticking out. Okay. Grab it, shall we?
An orthodox reliquary commonly found in Eastern Europe, now in a cell halfway up the Alps.
How curious. And also suspicious, of course. Of course, everything is always suspicious. Must treat everything with suspicion. Ooh, what is that? Scribbled in Georgian. What does that mean? Are we starting to build a scene? We are starting to build a scene. Not 100% sure where even the first part of this scene is. Down this way, apparently. Right, let's just have a look first before we start trying to build our scene. Blood hit from above. Okay, this is only a 3-sequence scene. Gonna be a little bit shorter than normal. Discoloration, strong chlorine smell. Okay.
These are the same crates we found in London. I should take a closer
Oh
look.
dear. Not Manets, thank you for the follow. How you going? I appreciate that. Alright. What else have we got going on?
Dirt and sweat. They were locked in here for days, judging by the smell.
Lovely. Very nice, very nice.
I doubt that one could survive such a journey with this little water.
Well, I mean, it seems like they did survive. So, I guess you can survive? Just wouldn't have been fun.
Kidnappers even provided airflow. How generous.
So generous. Oh wait, there were 4. There was another one. For some reason, I assumed there was 3. Did I look at this thing? There we go. The very
This is the
same
design as
pendant.
the one from London. This trip was prolonged and perilous.
Alright. This one does not look so good. It looks
Bottle
very
sturdy doesn't break by accident.
bloody.
Substantial blood loss. One poor soul found another way out.
I see. Did it to themselves, perhaps. Scratches, broken nails. Okay. Alright, we have our first and our second ones fully
Doors
investigated.
can be open for deliveries.
Oh, and there's our third. Didn't
The
expect
stamp
it
on
to be
this
that
crate
easy.
confirms it came from America. That's quite a distance to travel.
Again, please open every box you come across that looks human-sized. Just in case, you know? Alright, what are our options here? We've got someone opening up the crate, someone with a trolley. Seems pretty straightforward. What else? That looks like the same as the first one. Is that different to the first one we saw? Guess this guy's getting up? So is that implying that this one's dead, this one's alive? Because I feel like that's correct. Potentially. And then what have we got here? Delivery, yeah. Yeah, seems reasonable. Oh no, people were not getting out of this on foot. They were definitely coming out in boxes. Absolutely. Although I guess they were probably sedated. So I don't know if that guy would be awake. Alright, well, let's have a look at what we've got here. Wheeling someone in. Someone who looks awake and alive. Walking them in seems less likely. Ooh, yeah, that seems likely. That explains the blood. Alright, let's see how we did. Not sure about the first one. Alright, we got it.
Began to unload their cargo in secret. Next, the crates were opened, freeing their passengers. Not everyone survived the journey. Dirty, exhausted, and dehydrated prisoners were then herded into cells. But all the cells are now empty, and I have not located a morgue. Time to find Hell's Door.
You sure this wasn't Hell's Door? We're already in Hell's Door? I presume not, given that we haven't actually solved the problem just yet. Patient. Okay, so that's Napoleon. Oh my gosh. Is that what we're doing? I need to pin this one. I don't know why we pinned Napoleon. Guess just because that's the last thing we had selected. Anyway, simple case of missing servant has become a full investigation into mass kidnappings. We read about that before. The foreigner must be taken through a hidden door after some preparation in the cells. This passage must lie somewhere near the back entrance. Do I have a mind palace for this? No. Okay. Welded shut. So you're saying that's not the way out? That's not a hole in the ground that we can go through? Ooh, what's over here? That looks suspicious. Scratches like something has been moved.
Something has been moved through here.
Round indent smells
Seems to
of
be a
machine
locking
oil.
mechanism. The whole thing must be a door.
Can I press it? How do I open said door? That is the question. Alright, can't seem to interact with it there. Let's take a look in here. Alright, we've got a thing here. So let's see, what have we got? How to get the key to Hell's Door. Alright, how do we get the key to Hell's Door? Letter to Mr. Schnitzer. Which one was that? That was the we're blackmailing you for things. Old photographs. Dr. Pfister, Dr. Huber, Professor Gygax, and Professor Becker. I'm not sure how these things are going to help me. Gerda's testimony, perhaps? Because she mentioned Hell's Door. Patient hates the guards. Working dumbwaiter. Alright, well, working dumbwaiter was apparently the only one correct there. Watson's infiltration? Maybe? Medical evaluations? I'm really bad at these. I don't know what's supposed to go where. Heidi. Okay, it wasn't Heidi either. The old photograph. Nope. Letter to Mr. Schnitzer. Alright, it's something we don't have yet, apparently. Okay. Internal lockpicks have proven useless. I didn't even really try the lockpicks, I'll be honest. Right, this wants me to talk to someone, so let's go see if Gerda or Napoleon will speak to me. She's the one that knows, seems to have known stuff about it.
I found Hell's Door, the one that made the foreigners silent, remember? How do I open it? Gerda, please, I cannot get inside. You have to tell me how to open it.
How can you speak to me like nothing's wrong? Can't you hear Heidi crying? Look at her!
Oh,
Look!
sorry.
She's suffering. I can't even hear my thoughts over her screams. Poor Heidi. We will fix you. I promise. We will fix you.
Can I just like
with me, Gerda.
sedate Heidi? That an option? Alright, so now oops, let's read through all of this. All Gerda could talk about is Heidi. Heidi went through unimaginable torture. Her eyes and arms were torn off. There was a doll named Heidi in the laundry room. It's in a horrible state. Gerda got her doll back. She continues to maintain that only Heidi knows everything. There won't be any answers until she's repaired. That will require 2 buttons, thread, glue, and nails. Alright, well, the laundry seems like a good place to start for this sort of stuff. There's some buttons. Excellent. Good start. And some thread. Oh, I didn't look at it for long enough. Come on, game. I see the thread. Let me take the thread. Thank you. Okay, that says investigation scene complete. So I'm guessing there's no more in here. What else am I looking for? 2 buttons, thread. I need some glue and nails. It's possible that that's back up in the whatchamacallit, storage room? Perhaps. Let's check down here first before we start getting too far out of our way. Doesn't seem to be anything. Alright. We will go and check up in the storage room next, I think. Unless we happen to just run past some stuff on our way. I mean, I could check down here. Anything down here? No. Just in case. Don't want to run all the way back up to the storage room and then have that not be wrong. Not be wrong? Not be right. / be wrong. Also, it wasn't actually upstairs. I don't know why I thought it was upstairs. It was just through the door. Slightly rusted nails and construction adhesive. Excellent. Lovely. Everything is ready for Heidi's repair. I don't know, for some reason it just felt like this was the downstairs room. It's like the slightly creepier place. That's usually downstairs, right?
Will this help fix your friend?
Give it to me.
How is she feeling?
Everything will be alright.
Oh, she looks
I have
perfect.
a couple of questions.
So pretty and completely normal.
Gerda, you've said enough already.
Uh,
She won't speak no more. Now it's only Heidi. You helped me.
Oh my.
I didn't cut out your eyes. So we're even. Now
Thanks.
Heidi.
Thanks,
there are
Heidi.
things I need some clarity on.
ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
Oh my. Rather creepy. What should Heidi talk about? The old photo. We're looking for a way into the door, so I feel like Gerda's testimony is probably a better choice. Patients hate the guards. Yeah, let's... Nope.
Or us.
Incorrect.
The man is insane. The professor would treat him like she treated us.
Okay, let's try that
There are
again.
things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
Okay, can we... The photo? No.
Or us.
Also no.
Gerda, the man is insane.
It must just be like the
Heidi, there are
investigation.
things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
So did we have... We got the letter. Working dumbwaiter. There's like so many of these things could be what I'm supposed to ask you about. Note from Professor Becker to Gygax. Like, could be that. Oh, this was the bit that had the whole thing. It's definitely
found
that.
Hell's door, but it's locked. Is there
I
a
didn't
way to
realize
get
that
in?
one went all the way through the we found scratches on the floor situation. Anyway, did Gerda mention the door before? I mean, Heidi did, which theoretically, I mean, Gerda, oh right, did Gerda. Getting confused about which one's which. Yes, Gerda mentioned Hell's Door. Is this one? There's a patient named Gerda in one of the cell blocks. Gerda didn't say much. Where the other funny talkers, she said it's behind Hell's Door.
That's
Yes.
not true. You, Gerda, told me that Hell's Door makes people silent forever.
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again.
Okay, why does Heidi keep everything a secret? Because they hate the guards. Very possibly. Oh, that's not an option. Alright, so we've got Watson successful infiltration. Watson managed to get into the asylum. That doesn't seem useful. The doors to the ground floor are locked and likely guarded. It appears I cannot get back upstairs. Storage room has an unused dumbwaiter. Doesn't seem all that helpful. Maybe the note? Why does Heidi keep everything a secret? Oh right, this was about Gerda. What you did to Gerda will not will not and cannot happen again. I
Professor
guess.
Gygax hurt you repeatedly, scarred
Cool.
your body and mind. You are not protecting Hell's Door. You are simply afraid of the consequences were I to enter.
I could tap your teeth out with a hammer until you choked on the blood in bits.
You could. But then you would live
You
the rest of
certainly
your
could.
life in fear of Professor Gygax. I can make that feeling go away.
How?
I can
By
stop her.
getting
But
rid
the
of
key,
Gygax.
Heidi, the key to Hell's Door is critical to stopping Professor Gygax. And I think you know where it is.
Tell him!
But you said
And now I say tell him!
the professor. She has a special key. Keeps
Oh,
it
of
closed and only
course
rings it
she
down when people
does.
open. Behind those closed doors, those people start to sing. Oh, they sing in so much pain.
Yeah, I feel like they don't actually sing, and in fact they just scream.
Thank you, Gerda. Heidi, I must leave.
Leave? You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever.
Okay. I'm so happy to be here. Alright. Ooh, we can do some mind palacing. Excellent. How to get the key. So Heidi's testimony about Hell's Door, I suppose. Right. Seeking help from Watson. Watson must be in the guest room that is beside Gygax's office. Perhaps he could acquire the key and use the kitchen dumbwaiter to deliver it down to the storage room. And how are we supposed to inform him of that? Yes, here we go. How to get Watson. How to get to Watson for help. Alright, what have we got? The dumbwaiter? And investigating the Edelweiss. That does not seem accurate. Neither of those things were accurate. Oh dear. Alright. Go with blocked path and Edelweiss secrets. I feel like I'm just gonna have to investigate more, right? Oh, it was blocked path upstairs. Is it patient hates the guards? Ah, it is patient hates the guards. Use a patient to create a diversion. Okay. Patient who claims to be Napoleon could help freeing him. What did it say? I think it's just that freeing him will provide an opportunity. Or something like that. Alright. Mr. Not Really Napoleon. Oh man, this is a lot. So like 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4. 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. How high does this go? Quite. How good am I getting at lockpicking? I'm amazed. What did that say? Pick every lock. That's every lock. There's no more locks to pick? You cannot return after leaving. Be sure to finish everything. Sure. Let's hope so.
You came to your senses.
My humble apologies, Emperor.
Spare me your groveling, Englishman.
Of course, you are right as ever, for you see, time is of the essence. The royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you. Paris needs you.
Mon amour.
But the guards upstairs in reception stand in your way.
Ha! They will pose no problem for the likes of me.
Oh, of course.
When I return to Les Tuileries, I shall make you a
Les
general.
You
Tuileries.
are too kind, Emperor. Now go. Your freedom awaits.
I am coming, Josephine.
What is this music? I love it. I'm also not sure how they noticed so quickly that he had left his cell.
Psst. Watson, over here.
Holmes, what are you doing here, and where did you get that outfit?
It is unimportant. I require your assistance.
Tell me what's going on.
Holmes, I need an explanation.
It's quite simple. I created a distraction so that I could tell you something important, and in turn, I need you to acquire something important for me.
How can you call any of this charade simple?
Watson,
Yeah,
we can
totally
discuss this
simple.
later.
Just need you to
Time
sneak
is of
into an
the
office and
utmost
get a key.
importance.
Very, very
Kidnapped people
important
may
key.
still be here. This is what I know so far.
Which I'm sure won't be guarded in any way.
Focus, Watson. I need you to find a key. It will be most unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it near her. Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You are unfailingly dependable.
Imagine being unfailingly
Dr. Watson,
dependable.
visitors are not permitted back here.
What a
I'm
compliment.
terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz. After the war, my nerves, I fled all that commotion.
It is nothing. A patient attempted to escape. He will not get far.
But he is an emperor.
If you would like to follow me.
Alright. Oh, this is a much nicer space, isn't it? How lovely. Alright, let's see what we've got going on in this room.
Blood in the
Ooh.
water. Someone must have washed their hands here recently.
In the guest
God,
bedroom?
it's awesome too, Holmes. The only
Weird.
reason to hang something this harrowing here would be to create another patient.
I mean, that is probably their intention, let's be honest. What is... Heidi?
Did a child make these?
Why is that here? That's interesting. Can I take my gun? Let's take it.
I should take this. For all I hope it won't be needed.
Excellent. Look, you can always hope that you don't need your gun, but if you do need it, then you need to make sure you've got it, you know? Obviously. Guest room. Oh man, there's so many places to explore. Too many places to explore. What is this? Administration? Does that mean that's already her office? Which is fine, because we will also need to get into the kitchen to get to the dumbwaiter. Gygax patient reports. Was her room not even locked? That's nuts. October 1879. As more serious treatment is necessary, my special patient, Wolf, will be transferred to patient room 2 on the ground floor. All other patients must be removed from my schedule and reassigned to other specialists at the institute. This patient's mental state requires constant monitoring and immediate intervention to avoid undesirable consequences. Did that say when it was? So that's October 1879. In December 1879, the necessary surgical procedures were successfully performed. Physical recovery is still in progress. Memory loss is increasing but still not complete. A new obsession with writing has developed, probably as a side effect. Memory loss is increasing but still not complete. As in, you haven't completely made him lose his memory? Still has some memory remaining? Or only some of his memory is still lost? Who knows? January 1880. The patient's writing now mentions old names. Clear sign of partial memory recovery. Unacceptable result. A second surgery is required, targeting both the frontal and temporal lobes. She's removing their memory? Oh my goodness. February 1880. Surgery went well. The patient's memory does not persist for longer than a couple of minutes, although an obsession with writing lingers. Danger eliminated. Daily monitoring prescribed. This professor just has this sitting in a room that's not even locked. That's insane. And highly unlikely.
Photograph seems recent.
What does it say? I can't tell. Professor Gygax and the Black Edelweiss staff, 1879.
A commemorative
Perhaps.
photo album. Been a while since I've been in one of these.
Okay, is there anything else in here? Doesn't seem to be. Okay. Let's keep on going. Okay, this is back to reception. Was there anything in here for me to look at? I already looked at that. What happens if I try to leave? Can't just leave him here. Alright, fine. We won't leave him here.
You're uncomfortable, Dr. Watson.
Ah, yes. Very, very comfortable in this terrifying place that you've made seem like a prison. I love it here. Okay, that's the director's office, so let's not go in there just yet. That's the kitchen, good to know. Patient room 2, alright, that's the person who's having their memory wiped.
This area is off limits. A patient has escaped.
So that's where we were earlier as Sherlock. Let's take a look in patient room 2. Hello, buddy. Yeah, you think that's because she took your memory away from you. She cut it right out of your brain. Patient's poetry, O beautiful alpine flower whose heart I do miss so. You call to me while I don't see, how could I let you go? How could I let you let go? Storm cuts through my senses, makes all my thoughts so blind. With no captain, I miss reason. What did they truly find? Cold and dark with grimy walls, roughly held like animals. Trapped yet free, why do I fall? Something squirms on the tip of my tongue, but what can it be? What did I forget? Everything. You forgot everything, buddy. Sorry to tell you. Alright, let's have a look in this little garden area.
I don't want to guard Block B tonight.
Oh really? That's rather specific. Block B and not tonight.
He's such a sweet boy.
Okay. No, I did not see your son, I'm sorry to say.
No, I don't want to. Why not?
Okay. Definitely some weird stuff going on here.
Beautiful creatures. Sad that they're caged here.
Yeah, along with all of these people. More sad about the people than the birds.
To fly.
No offense.
A visitor? No, no, you shouldn't have come here.
Okay. My bad.
Miss?
Too bad my parents had to leave so soon. I haven't seen them for months.
Well, you did kind of scream at them. Might have been part of the problem. Oh, that's the window into reception? That's weird.
I hear them scratching.
Seems so weird.
You hear it?
Alright, well. There's some nice, interesting patients happening there. Let's try to get into the director's office, shall we?
Dr. Watson, just the man I wanted to see.
Oh good, she's here. How exciting.
You're not trying to catch that escapee.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Herr Wolf can wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself.
So far I've seen more nurses than I have patients.
I'm afraid there's not much to know. I'm just an average chap living a rather prosaic life these days.
Dr. Watson, those of us who pursue knowledge are anything but average. Now, who are you?
Dr. Watson. A writer, a soldier, a doctor. Let's go with a soldier.
Once a soldier, always a soldier.
She already
Or I
knows
wish
I'm a
to help
doctor.
others, part of
They
my
already know.
change when I was abroad. Broke, perhaps. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my Edelweiss was always destined to attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
I see.
Good to know.
So, what exactly do you do here?
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget.
Oh,
Surely
I
there are other methods of
see.
treatment.
How naive. You remind me of a
I mean,
man I once knew.
It's wrong.
But we do not speak of him anymore.
But I understand the concept that they are
One day he
going
realized
for
that
here.
Edelweiss had outgrown him and had to leave. Already, Doctor?
Admiring your
I'm
office.
simply admiring your office, Professor. Apologies.
While I am pleased you appreciate its practicality and appearance, we were discussing bigger things. Was my conversation boring you?
No, not at all. I merely...
No, I understand full well. You're not seeking conversation.
No,
What
I'm
do you
seeking to search your office.
Your mind craves truth, but not in this form. You must witness
Oh.
a practical
Oh
demonstration
no.
if you are to learn.
I don't think I want that.
intrigued. Would that be possible?
Of course. I propose a journey between the jury of the human brain. You will not leave without being truly enlightened.
Okay.
Take Dr. Watson back to the courtyard.
This seems
Then tell the
bad.
nurses to prepare the operation room and the girl.
Oh no.
Our preparations will take a little time. I will
Not
come
Gerda.
back soon, Doctor.
I hope we can avoid this happening.
I hope everything is to your liking, Dr. Watson.
Yeah, sure. I want to go into this room though. Is there something I can do right now? Wolf is an important patient, yes. He must acquire a key for me. Odds are it's a round item about 2 inches in diameter with the image of an Edelweiss flower. It's quite the guess. Patient named Gerda has informed me that Gygax will keep it close. I suggest investigating her office. Maybe she did tell me that. Okay, so we've got why does Gygax care about Wolf and how to lure Gygax out of her office. What have we got? The secrets? No. Can I undo that? I want very important patient, obviously. And then I want Gygax's patient reports. And I want patient's poetry. Ooh, no. I mean, patient's poetry and the reports worked apparently. And then the secrets? I may need more information. But let's just try all of these while we're here. Okay. No, we need more for that. How about this? I mean, we only have a note from Professor Becker. What did he talk about, Wolf? Talked about Gerda. No, he only talked about Gerda. So I feel like this is potentially not correct. Well, let's just see what happens. Try the patient's poetry again. No, so a note from Professor Becker was correct though. Letter to Mr. Schnitzer. Oh. Is he gonna be Mr. Schnitzer's son? Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, no. Okay, old photo. This is definitely not the best way to do this, but it's the way I'm doing it. Okay, so we need some more observations for both of these questions. So, I don't know, let's go see if we can talk to Wolf some more. Actually, I haven't even been into the kitchen. Let's go into the kitchen. Can I talk to you? Seems like I can talk to you.
Patient escaped. All the guards rushed off to find him.
So you're saying there's no guards around right now? Is that what you were saying?
Looks dusty but functional.
I assume we can't do it while she's here though. Alright, let's go back to my first strategy of trying to speak with Wolf.
You are Mr.
Hi, buddy.
Wolf, am I right?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
My name is Dr. John Watson. I wanted to talk with you, if you didn't mind.
Ah, doctor. I don't suppose you could help. I seem to have forgotten where I am.
We're in the Black Edelweiss, Mr. Wolf.
He's got some
It's
nasty
a
scars on
in
his head.
Switzerland, and you are one of its most important patients.
But why am I here?
That's what I was about to ask you.
I can't remember.
Doesn't remember where he is. You think he remembers why?
It's all right. You don't need to push. Try to relax. Let the thoughts come and go. Now, what comes to mind?
I think he's pushing.
Mr. Wolf?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
We just went over this.
Oh dear.
Sorry, but I don't think we've met.
We were just discussing this facility, the Black Edelweiss Asylum, and why you are here.
Calm down, Watson.
Holmes, the things I do for you.
Excuse me, who are you? And who's this Holmes fellow?
We need to make him
Dr.
right.
Watson, and Holmes is...
When he writes, he remembers more.
That's just a little joke, don't mind me.
But why am I here, Doctor? Am I sick?
This is a throwback to chapter 1. Watson was Holmes's imaginary friend in the previous game. Facial palsy. One side is paralyzed. However you pronounce that. 2 deep scars, precise surgical incisions. Yes, I knew about both of those. He's holding this pen like he would a cigarette. Severe chemical burns, faded with age. Oh, this is the old professor. Skin pigmentation, possible abuse of medication. So we've got ill due to treatment itself, or ill and treatment isn't working. An adult male with 2 deep surgical scars on the side of his head and an old chemical burn on one of his hands. Oh my goodness. Mr. Wolf has some paralysis of his facial muscles, most likely the result of brain surgeries. Blue-grey pigmentation spots on the skin are likely due to overuse of medications containing silver nitrate. It appears that his illness is a direct result of the treatment he has received here at the Black Edelweiss. Look, I'm going to assume that that's it, but let's read what the other one is. Some paralysis of facial muscles and blue-grey pigmentation spots on his skin. These symptoms are most likely pre-existing, and his admission to the Black Edelweiss for treatment has so far failed to cure him. Yeah, no. It's definitely, the treatment is definitely doing this to him, I would say.
Gygax do to you?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh, never mind.
So does Watson know who he is now? Because I am, like, very 99% confident that that man right there is the old professor. Can I decide that? Excellent. Yes, Becker, that's right. Wolf is actually Professor Becker, the previous director of the Black Edelweiss. He now suffers from severe memory issues but still retains the ability to write. I didn't necessarily notice it in his poetry, but the scars on the hand definitely did it for me. Oh. Kane is very important patient work. Okay. If Becker can still write, perhaps he can get Gygax's attention with a letter. Alright, we can certainly try. This one? Let's go and talk to him again.
Hello, you won't remember me, but we've met before. I am Dr. John Watson. And
you must write me something.
Previous director of this facility, the Black Edelweiss.
Professor, really? Actually, that name does sound familiar. Wait. Let me write it down. I try to recall memories through writing, but they always feel just out of reach.
As a matter of fact, I have more for you to jot down.
Oh, yes. Yes, please, anything.
Professor Gygax did this to you. She made you forget everything, even who you are. But
you're not writing it down. Oh, he is writing it down. Where did that come from?
She learns her lesson. Put down what I dictate.
Ugh. Gygax is cruel. I'm gonna go with poor
Professor
director.
Gygax, I bitterly regret that I let my beautiful alpine flower fall under your influence. I see now that you never deserved to sit as the director of the Black Edelweiss.
Gygax will be caught. Gygax is not the future. I just like that is not the
You're
future.
not,
Sounds
as
more
proclaimed, the future of
professional,
the Edelweiss,
you know?
and you never were. And by the time
something
you
that
make it to
will
my cell, the police
harm
will already know the
Gygax
truth of
more,
how
I
you came
think.
to be director of this asylum. Signed, Professor Becker.
There. It's done. Now, hold on a minute. Who are you?
My name is John Watson. I'm a doctor from London, a veteran of Afghanistan, and I wish to be a writer, though deep down I fear I lack the talent. And presently I'm risking my life.
Getting
my
deep with this guy.
In the pursuit of a cult of kidnappers, even as I fear it may destroy him. I'm tired and hungry, and I have not had a good bath in weeks, and yet despite it all, I feel alive. Any more questions?
Good heavens, sir. You're as mad as they come.
Why, thank you. Alright, let's go take this letter to the horrible professor. From the good professor to the bad professor.
One of the patients asked me to deliver this note. It's for Professor Gygax.
Thank you, Doctor. Leave it with me.
Unbelievable. Kunz, with me.
They read that very quickly. Alright, now's our chance. Let's go. They didn't lock the doors. Fantastic. Love that. Alright, there is a goblet over there to look at. Let's go here first. 6! 6 things to look at. My goodness. Alright, what have we got?
Close, but I don't think this is the key.
Really does not look like a
This is
key.
too small to be what Holmes asked for.
It's got the flower, but that's all it's got. Come on, Watson. Oh, and this is just unlocked as well. Love that. Letter from New Orleans Bank. Dear Professor, we recently took possession of a collection of rare gems on behalf of our mutual acquaintance. The gems have now been sold to Louisiana jewelers, who made several offers far exceeding our experts' estimate of the stone's value. Final price agreed upon for the 11 gems was 12,550 Swiss francs. Our client has instructed that you receive 2/3 of this sum, transferred to your solicitor as per usual. As always, our discretion is assured, and we look forward to continued business with you and your illustrious patron. Yours sincerely, Jeffrey Scott, representative of the E.W. Gray Banking House, New Orleans, USA, January 9, 1882. Alright. Very interesting. What's this? It's like a stamp.
Device relief about 2 inches in diameter. This must be what Holmes was after.
Really? That looks like a stamp, Watson. But if you say so. What else can we look at? Any more very ooh, diary. It even says diary on the front. December 1879. It has been 3 months since I took over the Edelweiss from Becker. Not all my colleagues approved of the rule changes, so I am now the only professor here. No matter, the hiring of several strong nurses will solve the personnel shortage. At last my work can flourish without the impairment of his lesser mind. I assume she also got rid of every single staff member that knew what Becker looked like. March 1880, the first payment has arrived from R. Our deal does pose risks, but the possibilities are endless if he is true to his word. R. Very suspicious. May 1880, the first shipment of chosen ones has arrived. R has sent a vast selection of broken mines. The work ahead will be difficult, but undoubtedly useful for my own research as well. 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay. And to figure out who R is at some point. Well, I guess that was everything. I thought that was only 5 out of 6. But apparently it was a 6 out of 6.
Nothing special about this.
Alright, then why are we looking at it? That was a very uninteresting option. Okay, so how do we... Oh, she's just gone now. Okay, that's handy. Guess they made the hard part getting the thing, not getting it to Sherlock. Ooh. That was some fun cinematography going on there. Oh yeah, I guess that does make sense. Also, that looks way bigger than it was when Watson had it. It looked like it was like a stamp this big. That was like the size of his hand. Alright, we are in the super secret area now, it would seem. Oh, like a classroom? What are they doing in here? That a tooth? Broken tooth, light-coloured enamel.
Male likely lost in a beating. Only a couple of days old.
Steel chains. Oh, goodness.
It's been used often.
Ooh. Oh dear. It's not a good start. Not that I expected it to be anything nice.
A wax cylinder. There is something recorded on it.
Okay.
The writing is mostly gone. Phonetic symbols, perhaps.
Anything else in this room? I don't see anything else in here. Let's keep on moving. Oh, that's the way I came in? Yes, that is the way I came in. Let's not go back out there. Okay. Like she's showing up as a dot, but I can't interact with them. Alright, moving on. I can come back to that room. Ooh, history check. Nice. Notebook of Professor Gygax. The new method at last started to show progress. The success rate is 4 out of 10, and the failures are not responding to any external stimuli. Nevertheless, the phonetic system can be declared an undeniable success. Regardless of their native language or place of origin, individuals learn to speak the chant without flaw. They learn it quickly and fluently despite lacking all mental autonomy. Regrettably, one of the chosen continues to resist. Isolation and deprivation resulted in a strengthening of their disobedience. Negotiation only ignited anger, and even after the direct removal of the frontal and temporal lobes, it seems all that was left was an innate desire to resist. This chosen one cannot be allowed to pollute the minds of the others. The conclusion is inescapable. They cannot continue to live. I will see to it they are sent to the well. Okay. Can I use it again now? Okay. Is this just going to be playing in the background of the rest of this scene forever? I've made a critical error here. Should have done that last. Professor, trust my guide, the light of the abyss, for he shall enlighten our chosen ones. Make sure he is present and that our chosen utter nothing but the sacred words. And lo, the trance will begin and we will be an inch closer to the universe beyond. Your work is essential as many of our flock do not speak our language, and time is of the essence. It would be best to work in groups, forming at least one seance per day for a week. Of course, the most skeptical members will have to be tamed by your hands. In the meantime, my work continues on a physical method to maintain the trance state through the emitted light waves of Callade lenses. Finally, my men in New Orleans will contact you regarding the new shipment of Chosen. Make room for them as you have done before. Ah. Okay. Can I not look at that key? Yes, there we go. Oh good, the phonetics stopped. Fantastic. Telegram from New Orleans. The bank has the gems. My master has ordered me to send the first shipment of chosen ones. They will arrive within 2 weeks. Do not fail us. A. Is this an elevator? That's very odd. Looks like an elevator, but also it is very fused into the space. Alright, what is going on here? It's making bird sounds? Mouse sounds?
Provides electrical stimulation for the person in the chair.
Ooh. That's unfortunate. Restraints. Shocking.
Full grain leather straps. Impossible to escape.
Okay. What else have we got? Oh.
Professional brain dissection.
Oh. Oh, you know what's making the bird noises? It's the birds. I thought it was coming from the machine. I was so confused. Oh, this is also super creepy. Oh dear. I hope this means I haven't missed the opportunity to look at the well. So far, anytime I've left a space, it's been like, hey, you're about to leave. Are you sure?
Please, no more. Stop it. Watson, John, somebody.
Wretched mortal, do not fear what is to come. Let him rupture our world anew. Awaken, and let the
Awaken and.
Oh dear. Snap out of that.
The light of the abyss.
Okay.
Is the light from the abyss. Get out of my head.
Well, that was freaky. Love it. Alright, let's go check out the other creepy space. Oh yeah, it's an elevator. It's coming down. I don't know why it's coming down right now. But it's here.
A hydraulic elevator? How ingenious.
But it does make sense now that the part that we were looking at wasn't the part that moved. It was the casing for the elevator. Makes much more sense.
Oh, the smell.
Ooh, this is not nice. This is not nice at all. Well, they chop people's heads off.
Blood and flesh, these instruments were used for dismemberment.
And then dropped in the well. Ooh.
God, is that body parts?
Of course it is, Sherlock.
Utterly inhuman.
Ugh. Okay. That's cool. That's really nice. So glad I came in here. I mean, I got a trophy, so worth it. Alright, I guess we're going on the elevator now. Alright. It didn't ask me if I was sure I wanted to leave.
Holmes,
what are you still doing?
Which is interesting.
Still? I was trying to find more information. Did you think I was just going to sit in my room twiddling my thumbs?
Well,
I only asked
yes.
you to find the key. I had everything else under control.
Says the man who looks like he saw a ghost.
I'm fine, Watson.
Yeah, you're looking like you got drugged.
Congealed blood and chemicals. What did you see down there?
Never mind me. Where's Gygax?
I'm afraid she's over there. I found her like that when I entered.
Oh.
On my word.
What?
I mean,
She was our biggest lead.
are we
Yet another
really
wrinkle
that
in our
upset though?
investigation. What do we do now, Holmes?
Hush. Let me think.
she was kind of a not so terrible person, so, you know, there's that. Oh, the doll is here. That's interesting.
Heidi, how did it end up here?
Alright, is this a nail in your eye by any chance?
The pencil is
no, it's
buried
pencil.
deep all the way to the brain. Instant death.
Pencil. I hope it was sharpened first. Or maybe I don't know.
No traces of
Gygax really was
clothes.
not a nice person.
Must have got on her white overcoat. The patients here wear the same robes.
We'd better inform the local police about this.
You're right, Watson. But first, we need to determine where our case goes next.
So what, they took the doctor jacket, the professor coat, lab coat, that's the word, and left behind the patient coat, perhaps? Alright, where does the evidence lead next? That is a great question. What have we got? They're all green. We need just green. New Orleans, perhaps? A letter from New Orleans. And what's this one? Yes, more New Orleans. I'm really trying to heavily weight the decision here. But apparently I was correct. So I guess good job. Several pieces of evidence now point to New Orleans. It appears that the kidnappers have enlisted the services of the banking house of E.W. Gray to sell gems. Alright, well, at least we know where we're going now.
We've got what we needed, Watson. This conspiracy reaches further than we thought. I don't suppose you've ever been to New Orleans?
You are joking.
New Orleans? Is that how you say it?
Time to waste.
Been struggling with which way to pronounce it. New Orleans? New Orleans? But it's New Orleans. That's how you do it. A method to his madness. Are you sure, game?
Cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
Holmes?
I don't know about that.
You seem troubled.
I'm not troubled, Watson. I am preoccupied.
That place was awful. Inhumane. It would be natural to experience some feelings of shock or fear.
Men reduced to gibbering imbeciles, numb beyond recognition, powerless to help themselves. When a doctor does go wrong, they are the first of criminals. They have the nerve and they have the knowledge.
That woman
Yeah,
did
don't
not
they make
deserve
an
the
oath
title,
to
such casual cruelty for
first
such
do no
selfish
harm?
aims.
I knew another man like that once. He treated my mother, perhaps even killed her, depending on who you ask.
My sincere condolences.
Forgot about how that was relevant
She
to him.
was just a shadow of herself. The outline of the person I recognized.
I don't know if the Hippocratic Oath existed at this point.
She was pushed.
And if they do the same thing in England. I only know it from American movies and TV shows.
Should you see me cracking, John? I must ask you to intervene.
I don't think he was talking to Watson just then.
We can return to London. Report what we have discovered.
Talking to imaginary friend John.
Alas, there are no such hands. Were we to abandon our quest now, I fear no other would succeed in our stead.
We know nothing of what awaits. What dangers lurk in the darkness?
Nonsense.
All of them.
We draw nearer to New Orleans with every passing minute, and thus closer to the answers we seek. Those answers, for all their perversity and improbability, will, nevertheless, be the work of men. And that is a work I have studied well.
So be it.
I know you to be a diligent author, but if I may make one request. Kindly omit my mother and her suffering from your tale.
Of course.
Thank you, John.
Yes, so that has confirmed to me when he's talking to Watson and calling him John. It's John with an H. And when he is talking and referring to his imaginary friend John, is Jon. Nymph of Louisiana. Chapter 4, The Outsiders. New Orleans.
Ah, Holmes. After our trip to nippy Switzerland, I can certainly use some of this New World heat.
Do not get carried away, Watson. What we could certainly use are answers to my questions.
I know, but you look exhausted. Why don't we find the hotel first?
We shall rest when our investigation is over, and not a moment sooner. I shall ask you to handle our bags while I search for the bank.
I mean, we've probably been traveling for
Oi, stop it, you!
weeks to get here. What have we been doing other than resting?
Done? That's my stuff.
Oh dear.
Sorry, mister. It was an accident.
Ooh, let's just have a bit of a look around Louisiana. We can't see anything because it is all foggy. There is the nymph of Louisiana right there. Nice little tent situation. There's some more of Louisiana. But since this is a new chapter, seems like a good place to stop for the day. So that's it for me. Thanks everyone for coming and hanging out. Really appreciate it. Nutmen Nuts, however you pronounce that. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that also. I'll be back on Saturday. We're going to be starting, what's it called? Star Wars Jedi Survivor. We're going to be starting on Saturday, which I'm really excited about. I really enjoyed the previous Star Wars Jedi game, so I'm really looking forward to this one. And then I'll be back next Monday and Wednesday with more of this, unless something comes up, but hopefully I will be here. I've been pretty good with my schedule lately, I like to think. It's been a while since I skipped a weeknight, but, you know, it just depends on how I'm feeling when I get home from work that day. And if any events of any sort come up, I could be slightly late on Saturday, depending on what happens. But yeah, hopefully I'll be here for all of those things, and hopefully I will see some of you guys again at some point in time. Thanks everyone for hanging out, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!